Hey guys, okay, so I am currently showing you that I'm removing my title for the next page that I had just cut out on my CRICUT, and it's so easy to create any title you want. Honestly, it's awesome. Now, this particular page was just me having fun, to be quite honest with you. I just wanted to have a little bit of fun and play with some mixed media. So I decided to pull it out and have a bit of a play. Now what I'm doing here is I'm transferring from my brand new CRICUT mat to my not so sticky, broken knockoff CRICUT mat. This way, it just gives me a third hand. It allows me to, because it's sticky, it just gives me a third hand, and I can color the title or the cut file, any cut file that I want. I can just hold it on there and it's all good. So I just stuck that on there for now for safekeeping, more for the reason that, well, I have several dogs and there's a lot of dog hair that just floats around in the house. As much as you vacuum, as soon as you turn around, guess what? It will be right back where it was before. So I decided I wanted to play with my distress inks. I've been playing with my oxides lately and different forms of media, different mediums. So I figured, why not pull out the distress inks? I really like that, and I find it relaxing watching the colors come together. I actually find it really, really relaxing. And when I find a YouTuber that puts the process in, it is I love it. Absolutely love it. So that little bottle I just showed you, it disperses a fine mist rather than a spray. It's a fine mist. So instead of getting like squirts of water, I get like a really fine mist. I absolutely love it. I got it from Amazon AU, and it was like $10 delivered, free delivery. So hang on, I have to say I actually have Amazon membership, so that's why I get free delivery. I don't know if it's free for everybody. So what I'm doing is I'm drying in between each coat, not because I know that the inks will mix together, because every time you wet them, they're going to come back alive again and they're going to mix and carry on. The main reason I dried it is it just gives me a little bit of time in between coats, I guess we'll call it. And yeah, so as a result, that's why I'm drying it in between. Now, something that I learnt way back when you do this particular technique, use your fingers or the palm of your hand rather than your fingertips, because that just makes the ink go like you kind of get the indentation of your fingernails. So that's why I'm using my finger and I'm smushing like that. There is no gesso or anything on this page. This is just straight 12 by 12 white cardstock. It's the Poppy Crafts brand, and it works a treat for me. It's a little bit thicker, so it holds up to the water. Look, you can't go to town on it. Like, you've got to be slightly careful with it. But the amount of water I'm putting on here, see, I didn't want those colours to mix and create like a lime green. I wanted it to stay separate. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Now, I'm bringing in a bit of prize ribbon. I know I've already got a blue on there, but I wanted to have two tones of blue, if that makes any sense. When you look at the photo, you can see the three colours of my daughter's school uniform, and those three colours I'm trying to replicate. This photo was taken a long time ago when she was in prep, which was feels like forever ago now. But yeah, and she just got a sticker on her arm for being a superstar. So I wanted to take a photo of it before she scrubbed it off or whatever else. And yeah, so I wanted to document it because it was a special thing. And, you know, we always take photos of our kids, and sometimes it's a big thing like a formal or a graduation or, you know, a school musical or something like that. But I also like to scrapbook and memory keep the small achievements along the way. Whether that is like this, or maybe they've written a story and they really liked it, or sometimes in my daughter's school we have an afternoon where we can go in and they can show us their school books, their artwork if it's up on the wall, all that sort of bizzo. And I take photos of all of that stuff. So as a result, I want to scrapbook that because they are the day-to-day memories that as we all get older, those memories fade. And they're the memories that I really want to draw attention to when it comes to my memory keeping. Now I'm about to go to town on this. So I have dried all the ink. I absolutely love this Stickles. It's Nebula. It's Ranger Stickles Glitter Gel. And this one is Nebula. And it's got the gold stars in the glitter. And I swear I could smush this on everything. I'm trying to be really, really careful though, because I wanted to have lots of stars, lots of glitter, because that's what it says in the photo, superstar. So, superstar? No, it says star student. So subsequently, I wanted to have lots of stars on the page, but I didn't want to be so kitsch that I was actually doing giant stars. I didn't want it to be like that. So subsequently, the inks that are down the side are the ones that I've used. So I've used mustard seed, fossilized amber, peacock feathers, chipped sapphire. That's the lighter blue. And I mean, it's not light by any means, but it's the lighter of the two that I used. And the other one was prize ribbon. I will have those all written down below in the description in case you want to use a similar color combination. It works really well. I just love it. I love peacock feathers. I swear to God, I could do layout after layout after layout of that color. It just, never gets old. I love it. I love it in the oxides as well as the distress inks. Now, what else can I tell you about this page? One, super helpful if you want a third hand when you're doing anything like this. This particular mat that I'm using, it's a knockoff CRICUT mat. That's what it is. I got it from Amazon AU and it was about $13 or $14, and I got 3 mats. Now this one is broken because I really went to town testing it, and I bent it the same way that you can bend a CRICUT mat, and as soon as I didn't even flex it as far as I normally would with a CRICUT mat, because they teach you to bend the mat, not your cardstock. And I'll be honest with you, with a CRICUT mat, yes, I do that. But with these knockoff ones, I don't do it like that because they're the same thickness. The CRICUT has no issue with them. It just seems to not have the flex that the other has. So, and I learned that the hard way with this one, but I've kept it because I can do things like I'm doing now, and I can watercolor on it. Sometimes when I cut things out, I'll just leave them on the mat. But because I knew that I wanted to go over this title with the distress inks, which isn't a problem, doesn't ruin your mat, you can continue to use it to send through your CRICUT and all the rest of it. It's fine. But I knew that I wanted to get the stickles and I wanted to go over the top of these letters. So it was just glitter on glitter on glitter. And so that's why I transferred it to this mat. What else can I tell you? Today I have been listening to the audiobook Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. And I have to tell you, wow, what an awesome book. It really is. It is so good. And I love how unapologetically honest he is. It's fantastic. So, yeah, I was listening to the audiobook because my daughter bought me the book. In case you're new to my channel and you haven't seen when I talked about this, my daughter bought me the book for Mother's Day, which was back in May, and I still haven't found time to read it. I know, I'm slack. Well, not slack. I'm scrapping and developing my channel, and I've committed to that. So, but I still wanted to read the book. So, the elephant in the room was I was staring at this book every day, and I wasn't picking it up and reading it at night because I'm fussy cutting, or I'm doing stuff with the kids, or spending time with my husband. Whatever, family, mum life, it is what it is. And so I decided to go the whole Audible route and see how it travels for me. If you've got any books that you think I would like to listen to, let me know. I'm not really into, what am I into? Obviously, creatively, I'm into scrapbooking. But when it comes to reading things, there's a few books that interest me that I haven't bought. I know Jimmy Barnes brought out a book not long ago, it's probably 12 or 18 months ago now. And Obama brought out a book. I wanted to have a listen to that. Well, these are books that I actually wanted to read, but I am probably going to go down the audiobook route, to be honest. And yeah, I'm not really into horror or anything like that. I'm not into horror movies. Nah. I like bios. I like true stories, that sort of thing. But I don't like anything that's triggering. I have a few personal demons in the closet, and some things trigger. And I don't like anything that's going to mess with my mental health too much. So, okay, so I'm adding the page back together. Now, I'm pressing it down with the plastic on it, like that, because it was still a little bit tacky. And obviously, I didn't want it all over my hands, and I didn't want to transfer stuff. Subsequently, bam, there's my photo. Had a look, lined it up. And now I'm working out where I'm going to put my title. And it looks okay now that I look at it, but at the time I was like, students too long. It just doesn't look like it's working. I think if I had to put the photo across ever so slightly further to the left, it would have been okay, but it's okay. It works. I love how the layout turned out and how glittery and fun. And no, there's not a lot of dimension in it. I didn't add dimension. Every so often we have to do pages that don't have dimension. And here's the close-up for you guys. Look at all that glitter. Now, it's all stuck down and it doesn't come off. So that's the bonus of these glitter gels. And the stars are all stuck down. So once this dries overnight, none of it will come off. So it's awesome. Now, I'll do the bit that I hate, self-promotion. I don't do it easily. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. I would also love a thumbs up if you like what I've produced. And in the description below, there are links to my socials and our Facebook group. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Chat to you soon. Bye.